Wow, how did I end up in this weird school uniform? Well, that's a long story. Sit back and relax. This is my journey to the Shaolin TaGou Kung Fu School. Ever since junior high school, I've always been haunted by one question. Are we all destined to finish high school, go to college, find a stable job, get married, then have children, and let children walk down the same exact path? It feels strange, almost surreal, like a track I wasn't allowed to step off. Sure, I once imagined myself doing well within the system, landing a good job, building a happy family. But to achieve those so-called milestones, I must endure a school life that was painful beyond words. By the time I got to high school, the subjects became harder. My grades were still decent, but I was struggling more and more. I think it was around 2018 when I stumbled across a video on Bilibili, a re-upload of Ranton's My Life at Shaolin Temple. What led me there was a different clip I had seen. A Shaolin monk facing off against a Korean Taekwondo fighter. It was so damn cool. The Taekwondo guy kept pushing forward, attacking hard, but the monk stayed calm, composed, precise. He never overstepped. He struck only when needed, and always with restraint. There was something deeply philosophical in that moment, something unmistakably Chinese. That video sparked my obsession. I started digging into everything I could find about Shaolin Kung Fu, and after watching Ranton's video, I was completely hooked. I want to be like him. I want to become a Shaolin monk, or at least someone who trained like one. But come on, this is China, and here, parents won't let you ruin your life. I'm pretty sure 99% of Chinese parents will never agree their children dropping out of high school to become a monk. It's not just about giving up academies. Becoming a monk means leaving the world behind. It means taking on a religious identity. To put it simply, it's saying goodbye to your parents, and for someone like me, an ethnic minority raised with ancestral beliefs, even becoming a disciple was still out of the question. So, I buried that dream, kept it locked deep inside. Even though I couldn't go there, my heart had already flown to Henan. I searched the internet for Kung Fu tutorials and began learning little by little on my own, but it was nothing compared to being there. While digging through video of forms and techniques, I came across the name again, which is TaGou. I watched their jaw-dropping mass performance, thousands of students moving as one. I knew immediately this was the #1 martial arts school in the world, undisputed. And the best part, it was right next to the Shaolin Temple. When you visit the Shaolin Temple as a tourist, you can actually see TaGou's training grounds from a distance. Even better, TaGou accepts short-term students. No age limiting, no need to become a monk. Eventually, I graduated from high school and entered college. By then, I was already too old to be accepted by any current or former Shaolin monk for formal training, unless I paid lots of money, I guess. So, TaGou became my only realistic option. Of course, I also saw some not so great things online. I made friends with a guy 2 years younger than me, who had trained both at the temple and TaGou. He was the first person to tell me about something called Shaolin Youtiao. It's kind of high-efficient pedagogical method. He told me most of kids at school like TaGou weren't there because they love Kung Fu. They're there because their parents have given up their academy's future. Instead of wasting time in classroom, they are sent to martial arts school to learn a skill. In short, TaGou is full of kinds of people. My friends even warned me not to go. He said, if someone wants you, get some Shaolin encouragement. Even you don't make trouble will still fight you. And bullying? Yeah, that was not real either, but I still felt I could handle it. I believe I could survive. So, after my freshman year in college, I sold myself to Pizza Hut to spend 2 months Philippine pizzas in the back kitchen just for 4,000 RMB. Then, COVID hit. I could even leave my province, and as class monitor, I had responsibilities even during the summer break. By the time the pandemic was over in my third year, I was busy worrying about my future. I prepared for an internship in Guangzhou, but I didn't get it. So, finally, after all the delays, the plan to go to TaGou was postponed again until the summer after graduation. From the moment I dreamed of going to TaGou in high school to the end of my senior year in college, 6 years had passed. I couldn't wait any longer. I felt like this was my last chance. I had to go while I still young, while I still had the strength to experience something real. So I signed with a company that allowed me to start work a month after graduation. And I didn't waste any single day. The day after graduation, I boarded a grain train and spent 12 hours wrestling sales heading for Zhengzhou. But the journey didn't end there. From Zhengzhou, it was another 2 hours bus ride to reach the Shaolin Temple. When I got off the bus, the driver asked me if I needed a tour guide. I shook my head. He looked at my luggage and nodded. He knew I was heading for TaGou. From the parking lot, you still have to pass through the Shaolin Temple's ticket gate to reach the school, so I figured, why not go one more time? I had already visited the Songshan and the Shaolin Temple earlier this year during the winter break. But back then, I'd missed the Kung Fu performance where speed meet Master Liang. So this time, I booked a ticket as a tourist, and I passed by the TaGou's training ground. I saw students practicing, and I knew very soon I'd be one of them. I watched the live Kung Fu show. Now I know those kinds of performance routines don't have much real combat value, but still, training for them is no joke. Some of those kids had probably practiced for I think at least 2 years or maybe more, just to earn a chance to get up on the stage. And I doubt they are being paid much for it. I have seen so many of those shows online. I could even name those forms and movements, but nothing compares to seeing it in person. It was stunning. So, if you ever get a chance, go watch a live Shaolin Kung Fu performance. And if you can, come to the Shaolin Temple itself. After the show, I climbed the top of Damo Hole. They say Shaolin monks climb Damo Hole up and down every morning, literally crawling down the mountain on all fours. Once I finished the climb, I passed the TaGou one more time, this time as someone about to enter. I left the scenic area, grabbing my suitcase, and stepped through the front of gate of TaGou Kung Fu School. Entered the school, I paid the fees. One of the student's assistants took me to buy my uniform, a full set, plus of a fair shoe. He told me to write my name on everything, not to avoid losing it by accident, but to stop someone from stealing it on purpose. Then he led me to meet my class coach. The coach was deadly serious, and just one signature from him as what would officially allow me to stay. I introduced myself, told him I had just graduated from college and that I hope to stay here for months to experience the training. To him, I probably looked like a soft, naive kid, the type of who wouldn't survive a week here. He didn't sugarcoat. This place is complicated, he said. We've got rich kids, some of businessmen and officials. We also got poor kids. But what we don't have are good kids. Most of them are troublemakers, he told me. They don't respond to any gentle teaching. So as coach, I have to be tougher than they are, more aggressive than they are, just to keep them in line. Then he looked straight at me, asked, "You still sure you want to stay here?" I knew he wasn't lying, but I wasn't about to scared off that easily. I forced myself to look calm and said, "Then let me see what it's really like." The coach smiled. I repeated again that I want to stay. Finally, he signed the paper, and I officially became a student of Shaolin TaGou Kung Fu School. Hey guys, this is Jimmy Chan, and thank you for your watching. This is the first time I made a video. I hope you enjoy it. Before making this video, I watched thousands times of Ranton's My Life in Shaolin Temple. So I did copy his video style, and what I hope is his forgiveness of this style copy since. And truth be told, honestly, I just stayed at the TaGou Kung Fu School for 3 days. The next video, I will tell you why I stay at the school only 3 days and how my Kung Fu dream broke.